What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. Today's a super late one. How's it going, Rob?
Good, you?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're trying to beat the clock, get this up for you guys so we continue the streak. Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't already, please don't forget, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. Become a superstar VIP. Get the badge next to your name. Get access to our spreadsheets. First dibs on merch. Star in the universe. Also, thank you to all of the VIPs that currently are following us. We also got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. In the Twitter, you'll find our Veve username. You'll see that they did some kind of an update today. There was also a community update. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. We're not going to be going into that today.
We'll crunch that tomorrow.
Description, you will find our Discord link. That was going off all day today, all day yesterday. It's been going off like crazy. And we have a P.O. box where people are sending us crazy stuff all the time, becoming Hall of Famers. So thank you for that. Example, you can give some advertisements. That was one that we've done in the recent past. I'm not even minimizing the screen.
Yesterday's video definitely caused quite a stir and a lot of conversation. So that's why we put these videos out, right? Get the communities talking. Get the communities talking.
So, Rob, did you go for the drop today? The zombies drop?
No, I didn't.
I didn't even look at it in secondary. I was not a fan. You guys heard that yesterday.
Yeah.
There's a Halloween costume contest. They talked about it yesterday. Now they're giving a little bit more details. Basically, dress up as your favorite Veve collectible or character in theme storyline.
Okay.
So Robin costume with Batman collectible for your chance to win. They want you to kind of like do like an AR photo or something, I think.
Yeah, I'll come up. So yeah, we could just put the AR photo, maybe just stick your head through the head and see if it works.
Sure, like the things at the beach. Villains, they came out with the Medium article. We're getting Maleficent. We're getting Captain Hook.
Yeah,
we're getting the old lady from Snow White.
Cool.
And Hades.
Nice.
I think it adds up to like 13,000 mints. This is not going to sell out. Probably shouldn't go for it on the drop, but I am going to get all of them, and they all have music again, similar to the last time.
We all know these are gonna be worth millions one day.
Yeah,
millions.
Yeah, exactly. You laugh now, but there was the Chucky drop. I know Bob Sales went for it. I know there's a bunch of people going for this drop. I did not. I think I was right by not going for it. One of them was like 19 gems or something last I looked. The other was like 50.
Even lower. I thought it was gonna go like 25 at first, but yeah,
you can get two in the store for cheaper than you would have bought them box. So it makes sense.
It's going to probably continue going down, but I think it's a cool collectible. If it's a seasonal collectible, it's probably going to have its most value between now and Halloween, and then afterwards maybe it falls off. Cool collectible though.
Yeah, the box one was cool. You can hit it and the box comes off and goes on. I didn't know that until I saw some Twitter stuff.
That was surprise fun games with that one.
This is the last one in the set for the 5 comic thing. I really don't like this 5 comic thing that they do. Like they've done it a couple times now. It's not my favorite thing. You got the Silver Surfer though as the uncommon. I think that one might do pretty well.
True.
The rest of them, maybe the secret rare will do all right. But
yeah, that's cool.
I still don't think it's worth it. And we got Hocus Pocus. So the movie or whatever came up, and now we're getting posters.
I'm only halfway through that movie. I gotta watch the rest.
We don't know which posters we're getting. This was cool. Shout out Mr. Falcon. We've been shouting him out like last few videos. It looks like their kid did a little cameo with the Chucky doll. So make sure you go check that out. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was very, very cool. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And here is the community update, which we want to do a little bit more of a deeper dive in. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, some big things announced.
But I heard OUP. Next week or something like that, right?
Yeah,
so
I heard that. And they talked a little bit more about MCP. They talked about Anaheim. They talked about how New York went. They talked about a lot of things. We're going to have to go through it and then report back tomorrow. It sticks out.
Definitely. Let us know what your takeaways were from there, and maybe we can highlight those points a little bit more when we do talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, our Twitter. Let me go to our Twitter quickly, and then we'll get into this.
Yeah. But what a long thread we got going on our Twitter. Bro. What's this?
Crazy.
What is this?
Jimbo Lee Lingo posted Superstar Money Mode on, and this was before one of the drops.
Love it.
The stars. I was like, yes. And
there
he's
you
like,
go.
If you need some juju, you know where to find it. Shout out to Superstar Money for doing a daily video and keeping us well informed. Thank you, Rob and Joe. Thank you, Jimbo Lee Lingo, VIP on the channel, big time supporter, best glasses I've ever seen.
That's it. The superstars are always the best. They're always the best. They're more informed than us. That's why they let us know in the comments.
So Veve Vol took a dive on the comments on the quality of the DC comic. He did a video. He referenced our video from yesterday.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I see what you did here. So this was the Nightmare Before Christmas, bunch of Halloween things, and then as you move over, it goes into Christmas. So Nightmare Before Christmas, really cool. Shout out James Haddon.
Yeah, very cool.
And this was the winner of the Dragon, Myth of Dragons. He's like, after Juju, was not with me for Palm. He can't believe his eyes. He got the Abomination Dragon. I'm very happy that you got it as well. You seem very appreciative.
The Juju is the only way. It's the only way to get drops. There's no other way but Juju. It's the only
there was
way.
a Spaces today. We wanted to spread the love. So there was a Spaces with the Palm CEO, Ken Penguin. Shout out long-time superstar Ken Penguin. First giveaway winner ever. 100 subs.
Legend. Like VIP, like literally the highest of all honor superstar right there.
Yeah. So Ken Penguin had a space with the CEO from Palm, which is pretty crazy. And we actually have a little bit of sound from there, which we're going to get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking about the drop. Bob Sales did a video. Go check out Bob Sales' video about the Chucky doll. He has one in his hands there. Very cool. I wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
He did that for us. And then Elon bought Twitter. There's this funny memes going around. So I was sharing that. Make sure you check that out. Bob Sale giving us the Juju. Got some Juju, nice mint, waiting for the prices to go a bit lower to pick up some more.
Why not?
Superstar Adi with the Juju.
Always.
He's got so many sets.
He finishes every set. He just finishes every set.
So, I mean, let's talk about this. So yesterday we did a video. We talked about the quality of the comics. This is my comic. This is my comic anyway. I was just going through the pages and I was like, it really looks like a scanned copy. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still think I don't care what anybody says. I still think this is a scanned copy. And I think it's a little bit worse than that, if we're going to be honest. But let's continue the train here. Let's show the evidence. We've been provided evidence that it's not a scanned copy. But I mean,
well, let's just take a step backwards here, because the reason why I want to talk about this a little bit more today is because it poses the question, like, what are we really buying when we buy these NFTs from these licensors, like these digital comics? What are we truly buying? Like I've never really stepped back to think about it until this drop. And we noticed that you could see through the pages and it looked like it's probably scanned. It's a PDF, whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a PDF, but it's probably it's scanned. And then so you're buying a scan. I don't know. Maybe some people have no issue with that. Like whatever. Like some people I don't care if it's scanned and that's what it is. I can still read it. I'm just saying that it made everyone start thinking about what are they really buying. So I'm going to quickly just pull up my screen here. And again, shout out superstar, VIP, legend, Hall of Famer, the greatest superstar ever, Ken Penguin. Let's see what he has to say here.
One and upload it. Like, are these digitally created, or is each one really their same grade and physical, which was scanned for these?
I think it's the latter. I think they were all physical scans, but let me double check. I don't like on the Crispus one. It does look so very good. But let us check in, because I actually want to know the answer to that question myself. Certainly, a lot of them were scanned, and you can see in the scans the way the ink from the pages bleeds through to the next page and stuff. There's so much in there. There's so much detail to actually go and just sort of get absorbed in. But let us confirm 100%.
Yeah, and I do know that there was some digital work done on this. I don't know if it was totally digital or if, like Matt said, there was scanning involved. But yeah, it is cool on the lower grades. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but yeah, if you're reading the actual comic, you can see the bleed through to the other pages, like they're thin pieces of paper. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this just again, I mean, the point here is the point here. Some people say it makes it worth more that it looks like weathered. It doesn't really matter. Just going back to the point, what are we buying when we are buying NFTs? Veve, what exactly is it? Are they just taking a scan too? And then just making it look super digitalized? Like what exactly is going on in the background doesn't matter. At least on Veve side, you can flip through the pages in AR. So it really, really had to be digitally created. Yeah. If this is just a scan, it doesn't really have that metaverse capabilities, and maybe it will one day, and the format of that isn't really known yet. Like I think we should know exactly how it was created. Like this is posing the question, because in a way it feels cheap when you just scan something and you make it an NFT. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like this page, I'm holding it up here because I don't care anything. I don't care what Jim Lee says on this Discord here. Not a scan of an existing comic. So I don't know if it's not existent anymore. Maybe it got burned. But yeah. We don't keep enough comics in different states of condition in our archives. So
Okay.
no, I want to get into this a little bit here because you mentioned it. What are we buying here? Are we buying a PDF that was scanned from a Xerox machine? Like I saw someone say Xerox Superman, I was dying. I bought this comic. I have this comic in my collection. Like obviously I believe in this project. I think that it's going to do something. I didn't sell it. I still have it. I'm showing you right now. The one thing someone said is if it's scanned, why is there no 10 cents logo, right?
Yep.
So I was curious about that too. So I said, I Googled when did Superman have no 10 cents logo? And we found that there's a facsimile version that was dropped. And this is kind of convenient. I'm sorry. This is kind of convenient that there was a drop. It was like October 4th or October 5th.
Right.
And as you can see, there's no 10 cents logo.
Right.
So what's going on here? Did they take some of these ones that were dropped and weather them or something like that? And then maybe we heard on that little clip that you played that they did some kind of digital enhancements or some type of digital something.
Yeah.
Maybe they made them look older.
Is it enough to digitally enhance and change a little bit? Like, I guess we just expected from the Veve side, for example, that it's obviously they probably had a scanned version of each page. But we think because it's AR capable, you can flip through the pages, that they would modify them and make them fully digital. So they are metaverse compatible. That's just what we expected. Yeah. Then when we saw this, we were a little bit confused because it looked like it was just scanned and imported. And maybe it wasn't. I mean, I guess at this point, it doesn't really matter because the point is, where does it come from so that people can fully understand, I guess, what they're buying. In the secondary market, it's big money. In the 10 gems or get $10, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, it was kind of weird though that like the Palm guys couldn't answer the question about if it was scanned or not. I mean, well, like you're selling the product. I know you get it from DC, but like you don't ask that question.
They just say here it is. They send them a file and say make it an NFT.
Make it. That's the part that's kind of sketchy to me. It's like you're just getting sent a PDF pretty much and sharing it with everybody.
Maybe.
At the end of the day, it's still the first Superman #1 in whatever format it is on the blockchain. I just got the question now is like, so here you can see also, I had it zoomed in here, that little writing underneath the comic that says facsimile edition, and that is not in the edition that is online. So could that have been one of the edits where they took it out? Because they obviously have the digital edition if they were able to reprint this recently, right? So they have some kind of a PDF available.
True. That's true. That's true.
So I don't understand how they did the bleed through or what happened. That's why I feel like it's a scan, or else you would have just used, I feel like you would have just used whatever you had on file. And I've seen some people actually share with us the legendary, and it still has similar like see-through pages.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, someone shared it on our thread there, so you could still see through the pages on the legendary. So it's not even like the crispest of the crispest digital version, which I thought, I'm like, maybe they saved it for that. Not the case. Regardless, like we said, it's the first appearance of this comic on the blockchain. Now, why we're bringing this up and saying what are we buying and when does it cross that line of being the first edition, the first digital collectible? Because is this a digital collectible? I think that's where I'm kind of stuck. Veves are clearly digital versions, digital reprints. I mean, if you look at them, you could tell that they don't look as realistic as this. This one is super realistic, and if it is digital, the job that they did on this is incredible. It's incredible how well they did it. It's just, if it is a scan, I don't know where that line is drawn where you can say it's digital collectible or it's just you're buying shares of a scanned copy of the actual book. And that's where it kind of compares to me to Logan Paul's project. I talked about this yesterday, but this is Liquid Marketplace, where he has actually things backed up by the actual physical. For example, the 1998 Pokemon Pikachu Illustrator card. This one's a PSA 8. I don't think this is the one that he's bragged about because he has a PSA 10, I think. But this is actually backed by that, and you buy shares into it, and then you own a piece of that. And does that mean that this is FA Pokemon on the blockchain just because you're able to buy a piece of a Pokemon? You know what I'm getting at? Like, where do you hit that line where now it's a digital collectible, or this is just a piece of something that already existed?
Well, that's a good point. I mean, I think the community will like still accept it as a digital collectible. It is an NFT because it has each one should have an ID backed by the blockchain, right? So
they do.
That's the bare minimum you need to be in the NFT. But you do bring up a good point. Like when someone thinks digital collectible, you almost think like it's completely built. You know, we talk about in Veve with the gamification, like there's a skeleton to it for the animated ones. Like it's fully built in a digital realm. And if it's going to be a scanned document, I guess that makes it digital automatically, right? Even if it's scanned, it becomes digital. It's just a hard one. And they want to know, like people want to know because it's worth a lot of money, right? Like the legendary, for example, it's worth a lot. People just want to know everything about it. They want to know where it came from. You know, they want to know like why is it see-through? Did you guys actually spend the time to like mark it up to make it that way? And then there's the other thing you brought up, like it's not, you know, it was very convenient that there was a printed version that you said came out like what, early October.
And the cover's the same, but yeah.
It could be just completely, you know, coincidence, unrelated. It probably is. But again, some people were the complete opposite of opinion that it's great quality because it's like that, right? They're saying that it makes it more authentic because
it looks super. If it's digital, it looks fantastic. It's like if it's actually a reproduction digitally, it looks like you photocopied it. That's how good it is.
Yeah, maybe
you did it too good. Maybe it's too good.
Maybe it's a deep fake. A deep fake, right? Yeah. They did such a good job. They made it look like it was I wish
the white was left out. You know what I mean? Like that's the one thing. I think on that first page where you got that rip and you flip it open and you're on the advertisement. But
why would the uncommon be worse than the common? Right?
I think they just thought it had more character. They wanted to give it more rarity, I think. But I'm going to show you one more time. This is the part that gets me, and it's this white. Like, why couldn't we just not have that?
It's even kind of dark around it, like a scanner would do. The shadow you get. I don't know. Like again, a lot of people. We really struck a chord with yesterday's video when we talked about this, and again, like all respect to the Palm NFT and DC. Like they've done a great job with a lot of things, right? So like we're not trying to bash them or anything like that, but we're just bringing up a legitimate question, which I think is fair. And on top of that, it makes us think now when we're buying these digital collectibles or NFTs, what are we truly buying, right? Do you feel, and maybe you could let us know below, do you feel differently about a digital collectible if you found out it was simply a scan and then there was digital editing happening to edit out some wording or to change the color? Does that change your feelings? And let's say somebody in a 3D modeling software just building the entire comic book in each page in a complete 3D realm. I'm just curious to know if anyone cares, because some people are like, I don't really care if it's
about the tokenomics of
at the end of exactly, it is on the blockchain. I can read it eventually. It is interoperable, but I don't think you can read it. You can only read it on their platform. Eventually that'll change. And that's all that matters. So let us know below your thoughts, and let us know below how you can apply maybe this to any other NFT projects you might be in, including Veve or anything else.
The other thing, like that's why we're talking about it. And I know that a lot of you guys are coming from the Palm platform and you're finding us for the first time. You have to go check our other videos. This is how we are. We are critical of everything because we wanted to do the best possible. We know that these projects, their leadership teams are very involved, watching YouTube videos, listening to the community. So when we put out critical information, it's because no one else is doing it. Like we put it out there so that we listen to the community feedback. We say something. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. We'll have the conversation. We've had a bunch of conversations with a bunch of you guys. You guys are all awesome, from Palm, from DC, Back Cowls, all you guys, you're awesome. Veve guys, you're awesome too. We're not jumping ship. We're just doing both at the same time. Like it's just, we want the projects to grow the right way. We want them to have all the feedback necessary and not just have like blind moon boys shilling everything, because we want you guys to hear the truth. Like this is what we think is wrong with it. This is how we can make it better, because then this space, it grows that way. That's it for me. That's all I had to say.
Just one more thing, that we did have comments about how, like, because of the drop was so confusing, it was an effective way to stop the bots. But like personally, I don't think that is the way to deal with bots.
You're gonna get rid of your core users,
we said it straight. We said that the drop was a disaster. They completely dropped the ball, and that's a fact. I mean, it's just a fact.
Veve's done it too. Veve's dropped the ball in the past. The first week of Golden Moments, the app didn't even work. You had to log in 3 hours before. Like it was a complete disaster, and they fixed it. And I'm sure
why are we even care? Who cares?
But what I'm saying is that was brought up in the comments. I'm sure that Palm is going to go through the growing pains just like Veve did. So
but
we're not against them that way.
We said it was a disaster. It was a disaster. We just stated a fact. You can go, okay, a year ago, Veve was a disaster. Who cares? Yeah. We just stated a fact. It's not,
that's it. And that's what we have to explain. We just state the facts and the feedback.
Anyways, let us know your thoughts below. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button so you get every single video, every single day coming to you. Also, Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month, get the star beside your name, get our spreadsheets to help you make drop decisions to help you decide pricing, get a raffle to maybe get a star in the universe named after you. Thank you all for your support. Thank you to all the superstars, and thank you to all the commenters yesterday. We appreciate you. Feel free to leave your comments below, and we'll see you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.